What is up? We are back with another video. We're gonna be talking about Zack Clement. Zack Clement died for 20 minutes and had a supernatural encounter with Jesus. And personally, I'm super excited about this video because we're gonna watch his testimony and see like what he explained, what he saw Jesus, how he died, how he came back alive, just what he saw up in heaven. So stick to the end of the video. We're gonna watch this together and we're gonna have a reaction of like what I personally think about this video that he encountered and what he talks about. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the video right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start watching two videos of this. So the first one we're gonna watch is gonna be on the news. So they're gonna explain how Zack Clement has died for 20 minutes, like what he experienced, when he saw Jesus. And then he's going to explain like what Jesus spoke to him when he came back after being dead for 20 minutes. So let's go and get this started.
But this story for sure, a Texas teenager sharing a deeply personal story tonight of dying, seeing Jesus, and then coming back to life.
And he is describing what he saw and heard during those minutes without oxygen.
CBS 11's Ken Molestina with an exclusive tonight.
Zack Clement is a strong teenager. He's a high school football player at Victory Life Academy in Brownwood, Texas, and obviously he's got a sense of humor. By all measures, he's a healthy young man, which is why it's still a shock
I was running and I had collapsed.
that he dropped to the ground during PE class last week.
Not sure why.
It was a
Okay. So imagine being at a PE class and he was just running, complete being healthy. It was complete healthy. And all of a sudden he had a cardiac arrest and he collapsed, just fell to the ground and died right there in front of everyone. Imagine just, and you're like during your middle school time, high school time, or maybe you're watching this right now and you're in high school, middle school. And then all of a sudden one of your classmates just collapsed right there in front of the scene, not knowing what to do. So that's what he had to go through. And so we're going to continue to watch more of this video to see like what goes forward from this.
a sudden cardiac arrest, according to his doctors. His mother was immediately called and even beat the ambulance to the emergency room.
When they opened the ambulance door, he was blue, and they were on top of him doing chest compressions.
Technically, and
Yeah, I could imagine to be in his mother's situation where she just watching her son just being completely blue with his face and then just getting chest compression. Just that's a very scary moment. And couldn't imagine like if I were to have kids and seeing them, being in their situation or in my situation, seeing what they're going through like that would just break my heart for sure. So just gonna continue to watch more of this video.
medically, he was dead.
And they said that I was without a heartbeat for 20 minutes.
And just as hospital staff were ready to make it official, they got a pulse. He was airlifted to Cook Children's Hospital.
That's crazy. It's just, right when his pulse was, or right when he was dead for 20 minutes, they were going to call it good and just claim that he was dying or that he was dead. And all of a sudden he just gets a pulse right there. That right there is a miracle. If you haven't seen the last video that I spoke about spiritual gifts, that's a miracle right there. So let's go and continue to watch more of this video.
In Fort Worth and woke up days later. His recovery has been incredible, but even more mind-blowing is the story he tells of what he saw.
Just look at all the devices he had to wear medically. Just like, I'm pretty sure he was on life support, and just seeing everything he had to go through, and for them to almost claim that he was dead from this scene. But pretty amazing, like what he's about to experience on this one.
During the time many believed he had died.
I saw a man that had longish kind of ruffled hair with a kind of thick beard, and it didn't take me long to realize that that was Jesus.
He's describing what his family is convinced was a near-death miracle.
I went up to him and he put his hand on my shoulder and told me that everything would be all right and not to worry. I was just calm and just at peace.
That's crazy right there. It's like, dead for 20 minutes and seeing Jesus up in heaven, just able to tangibly hug him and just feel the presence, and for him to feel a peace, and for Jesus to tell him how everything was going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. You're going to go back to the earth and see your mother and your father, and you're going to tell my people like what you encountered. That right there, that is a supernatural experience. That is a great, crazy testimony for him to share that to everyone, and so they can continue to share what Jesus done for everyone's life, including Zach. And so that's amazing right there. That I am so happy to see him back alive, just sharing the gospel, sharing what he experienced of Jesus. And that shows right there how loving our God is, and how mighty and supernatural Jesus is. And it's based on his will for him to spare people's life. And he definitely spared my life, and I'll make videos about that soon, like what he's done through my life. But that right there, I can relate to Zach. And so we're gonna watch another video. I believe this is his mom recording Zach, like right when he comes back from his deathbed. And so we're gonna watch that real quick too. Okay, so here's the last video we're gonna watch. So I believe this is him just coming out, him being dead for 20 minutes. I believe his mom's the one that recorded this. I'm not fully sure, but this is gonna be super crazy, like just like coming out from a deathbed and talking about what he encountered Jesus in this. So let's watch this right now.
Zachary, what did you see?
Whoa. I saw these line of white angels, and the middle of them was the prettiest of them all. And I didn't know who it was first until they got closer to me.
You can see how emotional he gets when he saw Jesus. Wow, like I could just like imagine just feeling the presence of Jesus. Like just seeing how emotional he gets when he encountered Jesus. That's just very emotional moment to encounter. Just knowing what he saw, like he didn't guess or he didn't assume, he knew what he saw, and that was Jesus. Just hugging him, feeling at peace, feeling the grace, feeling the love, feeling the joy. And for him to be back, just knowing what he saw, like he didn't doubt this at all. He knew what he saw. And that's amazing right there. That right there demonstrates the power of his love and what he wants to do for all of us to build this relationship. He wants all of us to encounter with him and to build a relationship. And it says in the Bible, blessed are those who believe and have not seen me yet. And so what a great privilege for Zach to see Jesus. But there's a lot of us that have not encountered Jesus, but for us to believe before seeing him is such a big honor and blessing for Jesus to see. And so let's continue to have a strong faith. Let's continue to just live our best potential for Jesus. Let's continue to imitate ourselves to be like Jesus, because Jesus is coming back soon. And what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do if he was to be here right now? Like, are we prepared for him to be ready? Or are we prepared to see him yet? Or do we still have a lot of growing things to do? Like, which we all have growing areas to work on, but like, let's continue to live as if he's coming in back right now. So let's be grateful what God has done through our lives, and just let's continue to help others and bless others, be the light for others. And this is just a great testimony. This gets me fired up just seeing what he encountered. And so yeah, go ahead and like this up, and subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. We're gonna have more of these type of videos of reactions, just what people have encountered supernaturally. So love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Until next time. Bye.